Hello everyone, and welcome to round 3 of Assetto Corsa Competizione. And this round we'll have Oulton Park, which is, I think, not a fan favorite because it's a very tricky track, to say the least. And today I'm joined by Dodo.
Hello. Yes, thanks for having me. Something a
Hello.
bit different from my usual scene with some GT3, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, don't worry, I don't know anything about what I'm talking about anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. Seriously, don't worry. So, for this race, it's going to be a 45-minute race, no restrictions on the number of tires drivers can use. The only mandatory thing they have to do is a pit stop to add some fuel, and it can be just 1 liter of fuel, so they should be fine with the tires for the whole race. And I found out actually in the previous race when talking to the podium that it's actually slower to switch tires because it's a 30-second stop, and unless you go 2 seconds faster a lap with the new tires, you should stay with the same tires for the whole duration of the race. I didn't know that. So
It's interesting that, isn't it?
previous seasons of Assetto Corsa Competizione here in Simcade, we were all switching tires, and apparently we didn't need to. So I guess these new aliens that we got have a little bit more info, a little
Yeah,
bit more of know-how.
some of these guys are insanely quick on this game, aren't they?
Yeah,
Usual mans and all that, usual suspects. So
yeah. Nevertheless, I see currently Barenko at the top of the leaderboard here with no, sorry, that was just 30 seconds ago because apparently Philip has already gone a little bit faster with the 133.7, so 3 tenths, I think, or 2.5 tenths faster than Barenko. But this is just a practice session for now. Qualifying will start in 5 minutes, and that's the one that counts for deciding the starting grid. So we'll see how they will go. Winner from the last 2 races was Carl, which is currently P3 in practice, now going into the pit. Um, and Dawson also gave him a fight, but he had a few incidents last race, so he finished, I think, P3. And Philip finished P2, so yeah, those three are the ones that are currently going ham
yeah, the
in,
ones to watch.
yeah, at the
Obviously,
moment.
I think what will be interesting for this race as well is this is quite a fast circuit, but there's also a couple of technical sections. So it'll be interesting to see whether the front engined or the mid-engine cars will have a slight advantage.
Yeah,
Obviously, we know that a couple of cars are a bit quicker than others around certain tracks, so it'll be interesting to see which cars are up there and which cars maybe aren't as quick around here.
yeah, I have no idea which car suits this track, but what you say is correct because we did see in Silverstone last week the guys that were driving the Aston Martin were insanely quick in the straight, almost impossible to catch, kind of
Yeah,
crazy. So we'll see which car takes the lead and takes the win.
I'm gonna have a bold prediction here, but I think based on track characteristics, I'm gonna say mid-engine, maybe the Porsche and Ferraris might be a good bet. But then again, we've got an Aston in P2 and a Mercedes and BMW 3 and 4, and they're front engine. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. The BMW seems like a very good car, very stable, very consistent all the way. And Carl has been winning with the BMW into different tracks already. I know this track is a little bit different, but maybe he can pull out a great performance again and get B1. We'll see.
Definitely a good chance of that. He's a very very fast driver, of course, and yeah, that BMW is one of the best GT3 cars out there at the moment.
So Philip at the moment still with the fastest lap with Barenko in P2 with a 34.0. Dawson P3 with a 34.2 and Carl in P4 with a 34.2 as well. Just 300ths of a second slower than Dawson. So top four being separated by around 5 tenths, and that's crazy.
Yeah, that's very
um,
close.
then Man's not too far behind with a 34.7, and our own AJ as well with a 34.9. And then the gap widens, and it's just 3 seconds almost to the 7th place. But we'll see. We also saw some very weird times last race during practice, and then qualifying was very, very different. So maybe drivers holding out on some cards on their sleeves to bring out during quali.
The guys behind, we don't know whether they're doing high fuel runs, low fuel runs.
Exactly.
So it's all to play for when we get to qualifying, I think.
It's just like watching free practice in Formula 1, right? We have no idea what they're testing or what they're doing, so we can only speculate.
But it's the speculation that makes it a little bit more exciting when you get to qualifying. You don't know who's going to be up there.
Yeah, exactly. So, free practice should be ending soon. In about a couple of seconds, maybe a minute. But there's something I need to check real quick. So Branko now, I think Branko and everyone else, I think, coming into the pits. Maybe okay, 10 seconds to start qualifying, so everyone will probably go back to the pits to set up their car for quali. We see Philip already in the pits. Mans and everyone is teleported back into the pits because it's time.
There we go then, quali.
So who will be the first one to drive out? And that is car number 55, I believe. 255, it's Carl.
In the Beamer, yeah.
Yeah, winner of the 2 previous races. We'll see. We'll try to understand what time he's going to put up in the boards, because I don't know. Last race, like I told you, he was also like P4 or something, and then suddenly I think he qualified first. If he didn't qualify first, he was P2, I think, and then he just went for it. He just went after Dawson, I think, and even had an incident. Sorry, and he was able to crawl back from P6 to P2 and then overtake Dawson. I believe that was what happened. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's the man to beat then. The one with the target on his back. The yardstick for everyone else. Let's see what he can do. He's going to be the first one to set a lap time, and then everyone else will have to chase it.
Yeah, the field is very bunched up, not leaving much room for in between cars for everyone else to put up decent laps. So I'm guessing before the final corner, everyone else will create a little bit of space.
Maybe, but the dirty air isn't particularly powerful in these cars, so I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit closer in quali, to be honest.
Yeah. It's just in case there's an incident, you know. So Call is already starting his flying lap, but apparently there's a little bit of lag in the server, because I saw his car just going under the track.
Yeah, I had a bit of a freeze on Discord one as well, so hopefully it's nothing that will affect the racing.
Let's hope not. So now just lifting a little bit, maintaining 5th gear, and now This is a weird corner to brake because you're going left and you can't go full brakes. Otherwise you will lose the front of the car.
See how this guy takes the curbs on this chicane. Oh,
Basically
he
in a
absolutely
straight line.
clattered him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looked quick.
I don't know what that delta is about because he hasn't set a time yet. But I guess he's 1 second faster than whatever time it was before. Maybe. During practice, I'm not sure. Or maybe his own time during practice.
Maybe, yeah. Obviously the track will rub it in a bit, so we'll be seeing improvements from practice.
Trail braking here to the next corner.
Understeer, do that fast corner for him.
Could have taken a little bit more of that curb. Chose not to. Now very tight here. To the final corner. And that will be a 1:34.1. So that's a decent time. Still, I think the fastest time during practice was a 33.7. So we'll see.
So what else can do that?
Okay, so now everyone's setting times. Man's a little bit far behind. Then we have AJ crossing the line. At 1:38. Dawson crossed the line after him, and he didn't set a time. He wasn't validated. Winther, I'm not sure who Winther is. Not sure if it's a new driver, but posted a 35.0 just now. Car number 74, which is Mans, is now crossing the line to do a 35.8. Then we have car number 67, Philip, which he has been putting up a good fight the last few races. He's invalidated, so he won't post a time now. Car number 24, Ninja, now coming to cross the line, also invalidated, so no time set for him. Then we have Oulton crossing the line to, yeah, he's invalidated as well. And Golf Maniac as well, invalidated. Okay, maybe they left the pits, or maybe they all invalidated. I'm not sure. Other plans now crossing the line with a 38.0.
This track is very harsh on
Track limits. Yeah.
Because you can gain so much from just pushing it, and then obviously if you go over slightly, it punishes you. So I'm not surprised we're seeing that from a lot of drivers. So
Carl now coming to cross the line. He's 1.2 seconds back on his time, so not an improvement there. Barenko's going to improve a little bit. That is 34.8. Car number 41, Hansel, just crossed the line with a 35.1, I believe. No, a 37.3. He was actually very, very slow. AJ, 0.3 slower, not an improvement. Bilardo with the 44.0 as well, no improvements there. And Winther again crossing the line with the 34.3. So Winther P2 just 0.3 away from 0.2 actually away from Kyle. And now Mans coming to cross the line with the delta pretty much even, so consistent but no improvement there. Philip also coming to cross the line, but he's 1/10 behind, so he's not gonna improve there.
He's invalidated
as well, yeah. So last Ninja Cow 2 seconds slower, no improvement there as well. Not making it easy. These the guys. Not very exciting. So now Olsen coming to cross the line, no improvement there. But Golf Maniac actually improved a little bit. He did a 36.4. Very nice. Other plans coming to cross the line 1 second slower, so we'll stick with Cal for now for the last couple of corners. He's also half a second down. So I guess the first stint is what it counts.
Yeah, his first lap looked good, and he hasn't been able to match it since. It's still good enough for provisional pole.
But Barenko is improving.
Right behind him, only just under 2/10 off.
Yeah, Barenko with a 34.5. We actually thought he can do better. So his best time during practice would actually put him P1.
The mid-engine cars being faster is completely wrong, because we've got a BMW and Aston Martin top 4.
So a 35.0 from Leonardo. Then we have Winther again coming to cross the line with a 34.8. Slower than his best time. Dawson still hasn't set a time. Dawson, I believe. No, he's not. Let's stick with him. See, but I think it might be my connection because it's happening to everybody. Okay, it might be my connection.
BT, you there, mate?
Interesting. Let me inquire about that because this is weird. Okay, so nobody's moving. I'm guessing this is my problem. So I will return to the lobby.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Okay. Guess we're back. So he stopped. He went back to the pits. Okay.
BT, you there, mate?
Sorry? Yeah, I can. Was it me?
Can't hear you if you're speaking.
Was it my connection? Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so was it my connection?
Must have been, yeah, because I can hear you now.
Yeah, something very weird was happening here, so here's hoping that it didn't break anything.
Well, technical glitches, but looks like we're back now.
Okay, so let me look at the times again. So Philip with the 33.7 behind him in P2. And let me check the YouTube stream to see if it's still going. I believe so. Yeah, people in chat are saying it was my connection, so... Can you hear me? Oh god. Okay. Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what's happening today, but let's hope it does
Just quickly
not
see
hinder the race. Please.
if it happens again, then I'll go on YouTube. I'll go onto YouTube and see if you can still hear you on the stream. If you can, I'll just leave because there's no point. Keep.
I think they can. I think they can still hear me, but I don't know exactly what's going on. I lowered the bit rate a little bit, so to see if yeah, not a Simcade League stream without technical issues. That's right, Yuki. It is what it is. But anyways, Cal actually went with a 33.5, and now he's back into the pits. Not sure if he's coming out again. There's still 4 minutes left, so plenty of time to set a few fast laps. A couple of them. Philip with a 33.7 now, 2 tenths behind Cal. Winter is in the pits. Not sure if he's coming back out, but he's with the 34.3. So the swing from P1 to P3 is 8 tenths of a second. That's a lot of time.
There's quite a big gap between the top three, but the top two are closer.
Let's see what Philip is doing. He's 4 tenths slower, so he's probably not gonna improve because this is the final corner.
There's got another couple of laps left, 3 minutes to go, so maybe he can respond to the blistering pace of Cal.
Yeah, let's stick with him for this lap. So just a little bit of braking here, reducing to third gear.
Basically, that thing is on from before.
So his delta is was pretty much even through that corner. Now he's going to take the curbs. Ooh, maybe a little bit wide there. But he's still gaining.
He's gained, yeah.
Maybe a little bit late on the brakes there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's now half a second down on his best time, so probably not going to improve as well. Not sure what he's doing, but he won't be faster than his previous time, unfortunately for him. But he still gained a lot of time there, so if he can do a consistent lap, he might be able to close the gap between him and Carl. Maybe even go faster than him, so we'll see. Ooh, a little bit of a slide there. That's not what he wants to do right now. And that's a minute and a half, so he's probably going back into the pits to maybe try and do an out lap. He can't do it right now. He has 1 minute and 20 seconds, so I'm guessing he's not coming out again. I guess that's qualifying then for Philip. And Carl actually still very close to his delta. So I said this last race. Carl is very consistent with his times, and even though he wasn't, I believe, the fastest during qualifying last race, the fact that he was consistent throughout the whole race was what gave him the win ultimately. So very, very good driver here. Had to leave because apparently we're having some connection issues with Discord, and I'm not sure if it's me or if it's my connection or Discord server is going ham. I'm not sure, but I'll be by myself for now, I guess. Hello, Craig. Can you guys hear me okay? On stream, is everything fine? Is the video going okay? Is what's going on here? Okay, so qualifying is over. We still have Winther trying to post a time, but he's 3/10 down his time, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to improve. We also have Dawson coming to cross the line with a 34.2, so that puts him P4. Winther won't improve. We also have Hansel improving by 2.5 tenths, so he still has a ways to go. But if he can finish the lap, that will be an interesting time on the board. And then we also have AJ, which is also improving. He's losing a little bit of time now. Delta not staying in the green, which is what he wants. So he's now coming along the final corner, going to cross the line, a 10th up on his time with the 30, almost 2 tenths, 35.4. And that's P9 for AJ. Now Winther coming to cross the line, not an improvement, that's 4 tenths down, and we have our starting grid. So Carl P1, Philip P2, Mans P3, Dawson P4, Winther P5, Barenko P6, Hansel P7, Bilardo P8, AJ P9, Golf P10, Oulton P11, and other plans P12.
Hello, V2.
Hello.
I am coming up to do commentary with you.
Really? You're dropping the race?
Yeah.
No, but that's not fair.
Remember what the password was?
The password I can't tell you, but you have it pinned on the commentary thing. Yeah, I can tell you through here. Otherwise, everyone will know.
Yeah.
By the way, if you would like to, I was having some connection issues, so I had to leave the server and come back in, and now I don't want to put the admin password so everyone will see. So if you want to take care of that, in case you have penalties or something that you want to clear, yeah.
Just let me load up the stream.
Because if I write it down, I know that we have some naughty boys on the commentary that will take note of that password, and then it will be the end for Simcade League.
I can't even remember what the admin password is. Again, pinned messages.
Yeah. So yeah, drivers are now setting up the cars, getting ready to go. Session will start in 0 seconds. It's actually starting right now. So it's a rolling start, and drivers have to maintain a certain distance and speed from other drivers, and they have to respect the order until they get the green lights to go. So reaction time is a factor when starting the race.
Yes, definitely. All right. Now, I'm not 100% sure what the cameras are, but I'm going to try anyway.
Yeah, just
Oh,
feel
I can
around
go
with
through
it a little
people.
bit.
I don't need to worry about jumping
So
from car to car.
yeah, Philip is ahead of Carl. What happened there?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Not sure if that was supposed to happen, because if I'm not, no. Wait a second. I think Philip. Yeah,
Oh,
that was contact there. Sad
contact.
for Carl. Very sad. Let's go back a little bit. Let me see exactly what happened from the helicam. So, I think that maybe the car on the outside, which I don't know who it was, but I will find out. I believe.
Yeah, it's blue car.
I think it's AJ at the moment. No, it's not AJ.
It's Dawson. Oh,
Dawson. I think he might have. He could have left a little bit more room.
I think so. Yeah, he definitely cut him off a little bit.
Yeah. So that promotes Mans to P2. Winther, I believe he started P5, so that also promotes him. He gains 2 positions. Barenko also gets 2 positions. Everyone actually basically got 2 positions, because the 2 elements of the top 3 had a little bit of contact and went down the order. But that gives Philip a little bit of comfort. It's not exactly the same situation as last race, because now Carl is down in P10, so that will take a little bit more effort than last race to get back to P2. But still, this is the beginning of the race. It's 43 minutes left, so there's still plenty of time to get back to the top of the race leaderboard.
Oh, definitely plenty of time. It is a sprint series, but it's still 45 minutes is quite long, especially with it's a short circuit here.
Yeah.
Only a minute and a half for the laps, so. Who are you on board with at the minute? Is that Mans?
This is Mans indeed, because he's
Yeah.
0.5 seconds behind Philip, so actually having good pace here.
Yeah.
We are not sure exactly what the fuel loads are. They will probably just put a little of fuel during their pit stop to make it as short as possible, so most of them probably have full tanks here.
Yeah.
And that might influence depending on the car. That might have an influence depending on the car and their driving styles. But Man's actually doing a good job of kicking up with Philip, but he's also under pressure from our friend Winter behind, which is very, very close now. Probably gonna try and make a move very, very soon.
Yeah, I might get him at the top of the hill here.
But he
into
also...
the penultimate corner.
Oh, and Barenko has a moment there. Oh no. Let me look back on Barenko real quick. What happened? I think he was just by himself.
Or at the hairpin.
Yeah, maybe it was the tires in the middle of the road that...
Or not the hairpin, the chicane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shame.
It's quite a narrow track. We were talking about this in driver briefing. It's just like how narrow it is.
Yeah.
And not very much room for overtaking, but there's nice little battles going on.
Yeah. AJ now under pressure from Carl, which had a moment there with Dawson.
Yeah.
And he's now back up to P9 again. And ooh,
Oh, AJ, very loose.
There's a little moment there with AJ, Olsen, and Carl going through. So now AJ loses 2 positions. P9 now.
Yeah. Oh, he's got it back though.
Yeah, maybe he felt like he needed to give the position back.
Yeah.
So now Olsen on a charge here to get back to, I think he started P2.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor?
Yes, I can.
Can you press F2 a few times to go to broadcasting? There you go.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It's just for the viewers, you know, so they can see the full standings.
Do you want relatives instead as well.
Oh, can you turn them on? How do you turn them on?
Yeah, here you go.
What button did you press for that?
Insert.
Insert.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So Mans 0.3 seconds behind Philip. So actually very good pace for Mans. He was already very impressive the previous races, but actually keeping up pace with these fast guys, these aliens that you like to
Yeah.
call people, these drivers. It's very, very impressive. So we had an example last race of consistency. Consistency actually rewards you, and it's better than raw pace. I can attest to that. So
Yeah.
maybe down the line he might reward Mans with a position. Now he gets a better exit now. And
Oh.
he might... Ooh, there's a little bit of contact
Oh.
there. No. And that's Philip in the grass. And I'm going to go back a little bit to check exactly what happened from a different angle.
Okay, can you turn off relatives, because it seems to break up the standings, so just go standard.
All right.
Let's see what happened, Mans there. He was on the inside.
Yeah, he was. He was keeping his line, but then, yeah, I think Philip could have stayed right a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the best corner to go side by side, I would say, but still.
No, definitely not. I think that's one of those corners where you back out and live for another day.
Yeah, exactly. So let me turn off relatives. Okay, here we go. So now Mans P1 0.6 seconds ahead of Winter, but we have seen before that moment happened that Winter actually has the pace to keep up with Mans and maybe challenge him, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
At the moment, not much happening besides this battle between P1 and P2. Also, Golf Maniac very close to Oulton. Might make a move soon.
Yeah, let's get on board with Golf here. See what he's doing. I do love Golf's livery.
Yeah, very pretty.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Yeah,
I
he did indeed.
I don't even have the faintest clue of how you do liveries for this game. And now Oulton has a little moment there, which allows Golf to just breeze past in that corner.
Yeah,
so yeah, just
ended up quite easy for Golf in the end there.
Yeah, not much.
It seems to be that bit downhill. It's very bumpy, and some of these cars can't really handle it, especially Ferrari. I noticed. I went into the wall a few times during practice there, so.
Yeah, now I think Golf will be able to just build a little bit of distance between him and Oulton. Oulton puts up the fastest lap now with a 34.5 at the moment, and also Philip was just overtook Barenko, I think.
Yeah.
Let me go back, see exactly what happened, but I think that's... No, he was already behind Barenko. Ahead of Barenko, sorry.
I don't think you normally have it, but shout out to everyone in chat. Hello, Gridiron and Craig.
No, I do have it.
You do? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just an evil person and ignore the chat a lot.
You just ignore it.
Because I'm doing a lot of stuff at the same time, so I never look at the chat.
I'll look over at it. So Philippe Winter is one of the new drivers today.
Oh, okay.
So he's coming in for an early pit stop here. I don't know if that's for damage or if it's for fuel.
Interesting. AJ also is doing his stop right now. Maybe he's also got a little bit of damage.
Did they maybe forget to switch over from quali fuel?
Maybe.
Because it does seem quite an early stop.
Yeah, so Winter was actually very close to Mans. Now this gives Mans some breathing room because he's now 1.5 seconds ahead of P2 currently, which is Hansel. And also, this driver Bilardo, is he a new driver as well?
Gallardo?
Currently P3.
Oh, Bilardo? Possibly.
Yeah.
It's kind of difficult. The ACC guys like to use their real name, and it's kind of confusing because it's like you're looking at their username in Discord, and it's like, I don't know who this guy is. So
Greg said, since you're evil for not looking at the chat V2, you can drive one race for me on GT7 and win it. Well, we
Like I
can
might have
talk.
retired, but
Yeah, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. It depends on what you bring to the table.
Craig
You
did
have
get a wheel
some-
today as well, so
Yeah, I saw that. A G29.
yeah,
Very nice. Very nice.
we're all switching
So,
over now.
Philip now 0.2 seconds behind Bilardo at the moment.
Yeah. So what is this, Philippe Drazik?
We asked him last race how to pronounce his name. I still haven't figured it out, so he gave me a special authorization to call him by first name, Philip. And that's what
Okay.
I'm gonna do until the end of the season, because I don't want to murder his name on stream every time I want to say it.
Yeah. I do think he is a fan of Jimmy Broadbent because he's got "Please No Punterino" on the back. So, this is him recovering now because he did have that issue with Mans earlier. He didn't lose too much time.
No, he didn't. He was also helped by the guys, and now he's making a move. I'm sorry to interrupt myself, but he's on the outside, so he's probably not gonna be able to. Yeah, he just backed out, and I think he made the right decision, because that's also another corner that you don't want to go side by side. Actually, there's a lot of corners in this track that you don't want to go side by side through, because this is, like you said, a very narrow track. But I was saying that he was also helped by the guys who made some early stops, and we're not sure if it was because of damage or we don't know
Well,
if
that's
there was an issue anyways. But he was able to
Yeah.
gain some positions back because of it, and we'll see if he can make it stick. But he's just like 5 seconds or something away from Mans at the moment, so he's not too far off, and there's still
No,
33
he's,
minutes.
He's making a good push.
Yeah.
Half the grid has pitted already, so did half the grid forget to switch over to race fuel because it feels that way?
Yeah, maybe. But if that's the case, that means that Philip is going to stop eventually, even if it's just for 1 liter of fuel. So that might bring the other guys back into play for position.
Yeah. It might also be smart thinking, get the pit away early, get out of the battles, and you can just drive about.
In
Because
clean
like
air.
we said,
Yeah.
you know, you're not really going for much overtaking here.
Well, you can go. If you're me, you're probably gonna go and end up in the wall, meet barrier.
Well, yeah, like, everyone's got to go for the overtakes when they got a chance to go for it. It's just, I think this is like a really low overtaking circuit.
Yeah, it's very risky. Very
Yeah.
risky.
There's a good little battle here between Bilardo and Philippe. Bilardo doing well to defend into the chicanes.
But Philip getting closer and closer. He made an attempt last lap, lost a bit of time, but he's now getting it back. Probably trying to architect a move through the next couple of corners. Maybe we'll see how it goes for him.
Oh, as Golf has gone off track.
Ooh, and Philip goes a little bit wider than he wanted to go. Loses a little bit of time. Golf goes off track. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, he went off just after the second chicane. Because I was just looking down to see where the gaps were, and I seen that Golf was quite far back. So I went back and looked, and yeah.
And now that makes him very close to call at the moment, which he's probably gonna make a move now through the main straight. No, he's not. He's not fast enough right now. He's
No,
going on the
it's-
outside through the first corner, but he gets a very... But yeah, Golf goes
Oh.
wide again, and he just takes the position with no effort at all. In the
No.
meantime, Philip now closer to Bilardo at the moment.
Yeah, and Call has pitted as well, so
Yes? Already?
yeah.
Yes, yes, interesting. So currently the ones who have pitted is Call, Barenko, AJ, Winther, Dawson, and other plans. So half the grid at the moment has pitted and the other half hasn't. So
Yeah.
this might make for an interesting race when the ones that haven't pitted yet pit.
It is going to be interesting when we get back to it.
So Philip must have had a moment because he's not as close to Bilardo as he was before.
Yeah,
So,
he's kind of fallen back there a bit.
yeah, closest battle at the moment is Barenko in Golf.
Oh, he's in the pit. Philippe in the pit.
Interesting. So something might have happened. Maybe he got damaged or something. I don't know. Maybe he hit something. But Barenko
Well, he did
now-
have that coming together with
yeah.
plans, so
Maybe he made the
maybe
decision to
something
pit
left over from that.
because he was losing time. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Very quick pit stop.
Yeah, it was just a little fuel, a literal fuel then.
Yeah, so maybe just getting out of the traffic and getting
Yeah.
some clean air.
Yeah.
Smart decision. And
Barenko
yeah, he's got
now very, very close to Golf, but he backed out for some reason. But he's getting closer again, and Carl is going to overtake Olsen soon.
Yeah, no, this is Carl is what 2 seconds behind Philippe, and they're
Yeah.
both pitted. So I think Philippe is net.
And also
Oh.
got those wides.
Yeah. Oh,
And
so
Golf
does
as
Golf.
well, and he probably got damage from that. What happened?
That was a heavy hit.
Yeah, let's go back a little bit to see exactly what happened. So braking zone, he goes a little bit wider than he wanted to. He touches the grass, and yeah, once you touch
Yeah,
the grass,
just out on the
it's,
marbles.
yeah, it's hard to go back on track.
Yeah.
So race is not going as expected for Golf, certainly. And now
It
Barenko has
It wasn't a
overtaken
rush
him.
back.
Yeah, he lost a position, so yeah, he's probably gonna have to pit and repair some damage. So he, unfortunately, is going to lose a few more positions. This is not ideal for him at the
No.
moment. Winther also under pressure from Dawson, which is 0.6 behind him.
Nice little battle going here. Dawson was one of the guys that spun at the start of the race, wasn't it?
Yeah, he made a little bit of contact with Carl. Both of them were relegated to P10 and P11, I believe, at the beginning of the race, if not the last positions.
Yeah. But they have both pitted, so this is for position.
Seems to be a little bit of
Ooh.
connection issues for me.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of lag there.
Yeah, it was also happening a little bit during qualifying.
Yeah.
Not sure why. That was the moment that everyone stopped for me on track, but once I got back, it was fixed. And yeah, also having issues with the Discord server. Not sure if mine or Discord itself, or it was on Dodo's side. Not sure.
Just internet issues all around.
Yeah. So this is the closest battle at the moment on track. Every other
It is
driver is quite a bit apart from each other, so not much happening at the moment. I guess it will liven up again once everyone stops.
Yeah. Because who's 929? That's all their plans. He's got 67, which is Drazik behind. And then... Oh, wait. Yeah, Carl's just behind Drazik now. I'm going to say Drazik. It's probably not Drazik at all. Philippe.
Yeah. Yeah. You
so-
can ask him eventually. But and if you can replicate the way it's supposed to be said, the way you're supposed to pronounce his name, please please do try and teach. Cause yeah.
I don't know if I should be doing names when I can barely speak English myself, so...
And now Carl just overtakes, just laps other plants, which is now down a lap and something. And Golf Maniac in the pits now, so repairing that damage that he most likely got during that impact when he went wide into the barrier.
Yeah, it's quite a long stop, but you can see the front of the car getting repaired.
Yeah.
Of course, we have no animation of it, but they're probably out with hammers, hammering away there.
Other plans, I think, went wide. Because I see yellow flags for him. No, he stopped on track. Yeah, probably something happened to him. Let me go back. Let's see what happened. So just cruising through the corner.
Into the first chicane.
Now he goes into the chicane. He takes a little bit of dirt there, and then
Yeah.
maybe went to
Oh,
the
just-
throttle too early. Yeah.
Yeah, that first chicane's quite hard on the suspension.
Yeah,
Some
it
cars
is.
can't really ride it.
Yeah.
But he's doing well there to hold his brakes and not come back onto the track.
Yeah, he was fine. He
Yeah.
rejoined okay. Hansel now leaving the pits, and that leaves just Mans, Bilardo, and AJ to stop. I thought AJ had already stopped. No, he
AJ
did. He
stopped.
did. Yeah, it's Olsen.
It's
Sorry.
Oulton. Yeah.
Yeah, Olsen is the one that still needs to stop here. So at the moment, Call with the fastest lap with a 34.3, and Philip has already stopped, hasn't he? Yes,
He
he
has.
has. So he's
Yeah, so
23
that's all for
seconds.
position.
He's 23. No, he's 2 seconds. Sorry, Philip is the one that's 23 seconds away from P2. Oof.
Yeah.
But both of them haven't stopped, so
Yeah, I think it's going to be very close when these guys come in from the front, especially Mans.
yeah. I have no idea how much time you lose when adding just a liter of fuel.
Well, it's normally about 3 seconds
3
For
seconds
one
the
lit-
time you stop,
for
right?
1 liter of fuel.
Yeah, but what about the time where you're going slow through the pit
Yeah,
lane?
I don't know the pit
Yeah.
in and
So
pit out
Man's
times.
pit. Man's in the pit.
Let's see how quick this is.
And Bilardo as well. So interesting. Let's look at Philip right now. He's almost at the final corner, and Mans still isn't going. So he will cross the line soon. Mans is
Oh.
going now. Let me go back to Mans here. Oh, so I think he might get away with it with quite a gap, actually.
Yeah, you'll have about 5 or 6 second gap there.
Can't say the same for Bilardo. It seems like he either switched tires or he was repairing some damage, because he's now P6. He lost positions to everyone that was close to him at the moment. And probably
Yeah.
Olsen will take... No, he's fine. He's going to stay ahead of Olsen, but unfortunately he lost the second position. So Mans currently P1, 5.6 seconds away from Philip. Actually less. The board is now updating. 4.5. There's still time for Philip to make up that time. 5 seconds.
Oh yeah, plenty of time.
And Call isn't too far behind as well. He's putting in fastest laps, and he's just 1.5 behind Philip. So that top 3, I believe, are all in play for winning this race.
Yeah, I wouldn't even rule Barenko out too much either.
Yeah, Barenko also putting in some very good laps. Actually, the time he did during practice would actually put him, I believe, P3. If he could replicate the time again, but he wasn't able to.
Yeah. So we have just reached the halfway mark.
And Philip goes wide.
Very wide there.
Yeah, which will put him under pressure from Carl at the moment. Just 1.2 behind. And as we've seen the last race, the consistency of Carl paid off, and he was able to win the race. So if Philip does more mistakes like this, just one more, it might cost him the position earlier than he thinks.
Yeah. Have a little look at the standings as well when I get them on the website, because I can't remember about who is actually top at the minute.
It's Carl. He won the 2 first races, so it
He
must
won
be
the
him.
first 2.
Yeah, yeah. Not sure about P2, because P2 was a little bit different, I think.
Yeah, so Carl is on 32 points and Philippe is on 22.
Okay.
And then Hansel in third on 13 points, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's Dawson in the middle of this?
Dawson is in 5th overall.
Okay, interesting. Because I thought
Yeah,
he
but
got some good results the previous races.
Well, he finished 3rd last week,
Mm-hmm.
but he finished outside the points in the first race because he had like a really bad start
Okay.
and lost a lot of time. Actually, no, he didn't. He had the on 3rd in lap 3 at Solder. He went into the wall at the first chicane.
Ooh, Olsen gave up the position. So AJ trying to make a move on the outside before the chicane to try and overtake Olsen, and Olsen just tucked back in behind AJ, not giving a fight.
Yeah, well, Olsen still needs to pitch, so it's probably smart.
Yeah.
There's no point in holding both of them up.
So AJ getting a position from him. P7. Good job.
Yeah.
And now Philip must be sweating now because Carl was for a moment there less than 1 second behind him, so he's now 0.9, and I would be scared as well if I saw him in my mirrors.
It's very close. And they are closing on Mans as well. Not by much, only half a second.
And Olsen now lost the position to Winther as well, so I wonder if he has some kind of issue.
Is Olsen maybe coming into the pits?
Not sure, but he already stopped. No, he didn't. Yeah, he still has to go. You said it. And I'm not paying attention to the class. Because, yeah, he still has to stop.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he might be having
Yeah,
some
he's
issues.
probably just not one to hold anyone up.
Yeah.
He's the only driver in the Ferrari, and I think the Ferrari is a nightmare around this circuit. It's just too bumpy.
Interesting.
But maybe tomorrow's update will fix all that.
Yeah, we're going to have version 1.9, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
New tire model and new suspension model, so...
Interesting. Why is it that we always get these major updates in the middle of a Simcade season?
I know. I know.
I don't know why that happens.
Gonna get, I think we're getting Super Formula next week as well for Gran Turismo.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So, yeah.
I
Maybe
don't
that'll be
know. I
next
don't know why
season.
that happens, but I don't remember a season where there hasn't been a major update, like in some
think
way to the game.
The only thing that's actually worked out is Formula 1, because our season ended, and then the game came out, and our new season started the next week.
Yeah, yeah. For F122, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one so far that's been really well timed.
So Winther now getting close to AJ, 0.7 behind him, and Olsen again losing a position to Dawson this time, maybe letting him go as well.
He is going quite slow. Oh, nearly had a collision there though.
Yeah, currently watching AJ and Winther. Winther just 0.4 behind. Let's see how this battle will go. Someone went off. It's Bilardo.
Bilardo is off. That's
Yeah.
So Bilardo must be one of the new guys.
Yeah, let me check what happened real quick to Bilardo, because
on the grass.
Touched the grass, and that's probably some damage. Yeah, that's
a big hit.
Yeah, that's probably some damage to that car, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And now Winther very close to AJ at the moment. Not enough to make a move. Trying a switcheroo maybe, but during that chicane is very complicated to do that move. Now it goes a little bit wide. Takes a lot more grass than he wanted to.
You need to be alongside going into that hairpin or the chicane to get the move made there. That you can't be late braking or anything into it.
Yeah.
Did Mans make a mistake because he's lost a second to Philippe?
No idea, but yeah, he's now 2.8 away from him, and there's still 16 minutes left, so not much room for mistakes here. He has to keep it clean if he wants
he's
to keep
going to be
that
under a
P1.
lot of pressure here, I think.
And Barenko also under pressure from Hansel. 0.3 behind him. Getting closer.
I don't know what way this is going to end up, but Olsen is in the pit.
Finally. So we'll see how long it stays there.
Is he under pressure from anyone? I think it's just other plans.
And even then, I don't think other plans is going to be a problem for him. It depends on how long it stops.
I think he's just exiting the pit now, so he is going to be a few seconds between them.
Yeah.
But thankfully they got out of the pit before this leading group came around to them. But Golf is just ahead of this battle now.
Now Hansel losing a little bit of ground to Barenko. So maybe tires starting to go.
Maybe, yeah. Because no one changes tires. Well, they shouldn't be, it's such a short race, you don't need to.
Yeah.
Man's having a very wide line there.
So Carl now very close to Philip, 0.7, closer than he was a while ago. Dawson overtook Winter, I think. It said he gained the position. I don't know exactly what happened, but he's now very close to Bilardo, which has a little bit of damage. He backs out through this corner, but gets a better exit still. He's just on his slipstream. Yeah. And you can see
he's gone
the
to
damage.
the AJ school of defending. We're just parking the car in the middle of the track. Which is a good way to defend around here. Oh.
Yeah, this is such a narrow track.
Oh,
and now
he's on the grass.
He's wide now. And Dawson bringing up a yellow flag. And where is he going to go through? Oh, Dawson. And now we'll be under pressure from Winter.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I'm glad there's a gap in that wall.
In the meantime, Philip goes wide. And it's the barrier, and that's some damage as well. Jesus, what's happening with everyone at the moment? Just clipping the glass.
That's a big hit.
Yeah, clipping the grass and dirt, and that's probably some heavy damage. You can see some tire marks on the right side, so he's probably gonna have to. Oof. Yeah, that's.
I think that's a race over.
Yeah.
For Philippe.
Let's
Very unfortunate.
Let's go back a little bit and
see what happened.
Oof. Yeah, he went wide. He was, he was pushing it through that corner a few times, so unfortunately, I think that's gonna be, yeah, it's all, we're all broken up inside, yeah.
That car's done.
Yeah, he can't even turn his car, so.
Who else is in the pit? Dawson's in the pit as well.
Yeah, Dawson and Philip. Philip went to the pits to fix the damage, so I'm not sure where exactly he's going to leave the pits. Dawson probably fixing the car as well, because he had like a big shunt a couple of corners before Philip.
Yeah.
And now it's
maybe
all
concentration just dropping a little bit this late into the race.
Yeah, unfortunately. Because all of them were actually... Dawson was a little further behind, but Philip was still in the play for first place. So
yeah.
that's very sad, unfortunately. Now Man's overtaking Golf, lapping him.
Yeah, what happened to Hansel there? Because he was half a second behind Barenko, and now he's 3.2.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably had a moment there as well. Not exactly sure. But Carl is gaining a lot of time on Mans. So until the end, we'll probably see Carl putting Mans under pressure.
Carl... Oh no, that's not... I thought Carl was in the pits there, but it's just this camera didn't go to him.
Other plans had a moment as well. Again, a yellow flag for him. Not sure what happened, but...
Yeah, now, unfortunately for Carl, Golf Maniac is...
Yeah, he just made some room for him to go through, so...
Yeah, there we go, yeah.
It's on again.
I didn't want to hold him up too much.
Yeah, I still lost a little bit of time.
Yeah. But I'm actually quite happy with how well behaved the drivers are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no real major issues.
No,
for such a narrow track.
Aside from the mistakes, no bothering of the drivers, no getting in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. After all that time, threatening to ban people, I guess it worked out, right?
You're gone.
I remember that one time you said something like, if you don't, if you're not... Okay.
Issues?
Yeah, issues again, but I think it was on my end now. Yeah. Issues indeed. And again, what is happening?
Is the stream back up?
I think so.
See, I'm hitting live. Yeah, it's back up. So
Yeah, but something is still happening. Maybe I'm going to back out of the server and go back in, because
oh yeah, because you're in that. Yeah.
yeah, this is so weird. I'm not sure exactly what's happening today. I'm sorry,
Oh,
guys.
hopefully this doesn't lag too much when you come back in.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, because this means that no server found. Okay. I can't go back in.
Here, wait. I'll share my screen, and then you can share it with the stream.
Let me see if... Oh, probably I have to check if it's uncheck the accessible type. Yeah, that was it. That was it. That happened to me with the I think it was the Simcade race. Okay, so we are back again, and this is the worst stream for Simcade, because this is a lot of issues.
Yeah, it's very strange.
No,
I don't think this is on. I don't
I-
think this is on you. I think the server's having a few issues.
I don't think so. I think it's really on my end. I think there's something going on here. Not exactly what it is. Not exactly sure what it is, but I guess I'll have to figure it out
Yeah.
after
We'll
this
find
is
out.
over.
We're back up and running anyway, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
I wonder, does the archive... Is the archive separated or something, or does it... How does this work with YouTube?
Oh, I have no idea. We'll sort it out then. all
Alright,
good.
cool.
But yeah, getting into the last anyway. We've 8.5 minutes left here, so
Yeah.
man's still under a bit of pressure from Carl. 1.6 seconds behind. But even Barenko just behind now. He might be 14 seconds behind, but Hansel is chasing him down as well.
Yeah. Hansel is very close to Barenko. Actually, the closest car at the moment. The closest ones.
Yeah.
Stahl, I don't know what happened, because he's now 2.3 seconds. Maybe he had a little bit of a moment there. I didn't notice, but the last lap from both P1 and P2 was a 36.3 and a 36.3.1 and a 36.3.3, so just 200ths of a second slower call than Mans, sorry, but still slower, so not gaining too much ground here. And 7 minutes is like what, 4 laps? So not sure if it's enough to make up all that ground and try to challenge for P1. Oulton again with a yellow flag. He's off again. By himself, I guess.
So Dawson didn't come back out of the pits.
No, I guess he retired.
Yeah.
Oh, Carl is actually much closer now.
Yeah, he is. Mans is he's led the race from the very beginning. But he's going to come under a lot of pressure here.
Did he?
I think he was leading after lap 1. Yeah.
Yeah, he was, because of there was a lot of incidents. But I was wondering, did he qualify P1? Did I forget about that?
I think he was P3, but because
let me see. According to what I have here, he started. I don't have anything because I disconnected. So the statistics are not correct here, but yeah.
We're going to need to get like little notebooks to write things down.
Yeah. It starts like that, you know. You feel the need to have stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, by the end of the season, you have an entire encyclopedia about the drivers.
All the stats, you know where they last at and everything.
Yeah. Birthday, weight, height, everything. Eye color, skin color.
All the things. Of course. I was just about to say it. Hansel right behind Barenko, but he's gone off the track.
Let's check back on that real quick.
Yeah, commentators curse stepping in. It has to happen every race.
I was just looking at it as well. Yeah, too bad. At least he didn't get any damage.
No, just onto the grass, and there's not much grip on the grass there, so...
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. But that does free Barenko up a little bit.
Yeah, he's now...
Did he change the color of his car to purple?
Barenko? No,
was
I
it
think
blue
it was
before?
the same. Yeah, I think it was the same. Was it? I think so. I think it was this color.
Yeah.
It's a
Maybe
little
it was.
between blue and purple.
Yeah.
In some angles with some lighting, it might be blue. In others, it might be purple. You know, I think he did it on purpose.
Man's lapping someone here who's 77.
And
That's David.
it seems like they had
Oulton.
an influence on the gap because Carl seems to be closer to Mans now. Also now letting Carl go, and we are 5 minutes away from the end of the race. So
It's 3 laps.
yeah, 3 laps. Yeah, exactly. So
It
something
might
still
actually be
happen.
4.
Yeah, it depends. 4.5. Yeah, it might actually be 4. They're crossing the line now, so it will probably be 4. When the timer runs out, they will be on the start of the final lap.
It just depends when we get the white flag out here, but yeah, Mans just needs to hold on. And he'll pick up first win of the season.
Yeah, he's capable of doing that. We've seen him in Formula 1, and he's another little alien that's out there. That's playing on controller, by the way. Yikes.
Is he actually on controller now?
I think so.
We'll have to ask him, because if that's controller pace, that's very impressive, and I need his settings. So, he takes a much wider line through the hairpin there, and Cal is able to take another 2/10 out of him.
Yeah.
He's getting very close now. He's so close, in fact, that the camera has actually got both of them on the one scene now.
Now the chicane. Very tight. By both drivers, actually.
Yeah. Where are we for the others anyway? Hansel 4th, AJ in 5th, Bilardo in 6th.
Yeah.
Winther in 7, and Olsen picking up that final point there in 8th place. Golf Maniac just outside the point at the minute.
And Philip P10 as well. We didn't see anything else from him when he had that contact, unfortunately, so it's a shame.
He's lost 2 laps there because of the damage, so...
Yeah.
Well, we are down to 1 second. And if we had DRS, maybe really pushing up, but not in this league.
Using the overtake button to increase the gap. to get him out of DRS range. Carl
He's a
going
bit
a little
wide
bit wide
there.
there, yeah. But doesn't seem to affect his pace too much. And now Philip, I think, had a moment there. Let's go back a little bit. Let's see what happened. Ooh. Yeah. That's race,
unfortunate.
Yeah, this race has turned into a nightmare for him, unfortunately.
Yeah. Pit window is now closed, so there'll be no one else pitting. And Golf Maniac is 6 seconds behind for this final point, so I don't think he's going to get there. But Winther is really close to Bilardo as well.
Yeah, 1 second.
So it's going to be a close finish between the top 2 and down in 6th there as well. Everyone else seems to be a bit spread out.
Yeah, Carl doesn't seem to be able to make some ground to Mans. Sometimes he gets some time back, sometimes he loses some time back. So I think Mans, if he can keep it on the track, he might be safe and be able to clinch that P1.
Yeah. Will we see white flag here? Don't think we do.
What happened to Winther?
Winther, did he pick up damage?
I think he's out of fuel.
He's out of fuel?
I think so.
No.
Yep, he's back into the pits. He teleported.
Oh, he's run out of fuel.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
Yep, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Carl,
pleasant, not very pleasant.
8 tenths behind now. If Mans wasn't under pressure before, he's got to be feeling it now.
Yeah, so it's probably... Nah, this is the final... No, this is not the final lap. This is... Yeah, 2 laps, 1.5 lap to go till the end.
No, because I wouldn't be 100% sure, how strong is the slipstream?
That's actually a good question. I don't feel like it's particularly strong in this game.
Yeah.
I definitely, it's not like Gran Turismo, for example. You can feel it, but it's more like at the end of long straights, you know.
Yeah.
Everything else is like meh.
Oh, he's very close now.
Yeah, 0.5 seconds away. So we left everything to the final lap
Yeah.
of the race. So yeah,
Yellow flags is out. That's 929. That is other plans.
other plans, yeah.
Off at the hairpin again. So here we go. Cross the line. This is white flag now.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
over?
no, it's finished. It's finished.
It's
yeah,
over.
yeah. So white flag was up.
Congratulations to
Yeah,
Mans.
we were expecting one more lap of racing, and it's actually over.
Yeah. Is Baranka going to grab third?
Yes, he is.
I can't find him on the camera. There he is. Crossing the line. Third place. Solid effort from Barenko there as well. I think he'll be happy with that. And Hansel bringing it home in fourth. Did he must have had an issue there as well, because 10 seconds behind.
Yeah, I think so. AJ now coming to cross the line. P5. Good job. Millardo, no yellow flags. Having a little moment there. Not sure exactly what's happening here. But he has to get going because other plans is still there. So he might steal a position.
Yeah, Winter and other plans still haven't finished, so...
The Winter is in the pits, so he's finished. For
okay,
today.
yeah.
Yeah. He teleported to the pits. So
Yeah.
it's probably
So
not.
Bilardo will get sick.
Yeah.
There we go. And yeah, Winter's in the pits.
Other
But it's
plans
not classified
teleported
him
as
as
well.
finished. Yeah.
So I guess this is the finishing order. Mans P1, Kyle P2, and Barenko P3. Good job.
Yeah.
We'll see
Very
if
solid.
they're available for a little chat. Where are they? Let me see.
What's the screenshot button on Steam? Is it F12? There it is.
And
Let's quit out of that. We'll head over to the podium
yep.
and see if the top three is about.
And here they are. So guys, nice, very good racing from you guys. I'm gonna start with Mans, which is the winner for the race today. Mans, how does it feel getting P1?
It feels amazing on this game. I did not go into this race expecting a win. I expected maybe top 5, but you know, people spun in front of me, so I took advantage of that and
Yeah,
managed to
you started in what position now? We forgot.
P3.
P3?
Oh yeah, P3 I think.
Oh yeah, okay. That's very interesting. So you were under a lot of pressure now in the final moments of the race because Carl was coming and he was always around within a second of you for the last 3-4 laps. Then he would gain a little bit of time. Then he would lose a little bit of time. So how were those moments for you? I know you know have been very successful in Formula One, so you know what it means to be under that kind of pressure. But what was that experience for you in the Assetto Corsa?
Yeah, I was just waiting for the moment where he would catch up and overtake me, but I just tried to keep it consistent the last few laps, and I managed to keep the 1 second lead.
Very good, very good. And some very exciting racing. Good job, sorry, Mans. Congratulations. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I wanted to congratulate Barenko for winning, but unfortunately it wasn't his time right now. But P3 is also very decent. Also, Ninja has a question for you. Were you playing on controller? Mans.
No, I'm on wheel.
Ah,
Is that
okay.
right? Okay,
There you go.
okay.
There you go. Because that was some crazy pace for controller. Okay.
Yeah.
we were curious.
Yeah.
And Carl, congrats on P2. We saw that unfortunately at the beginning of the race you had the contact with Dawson. Can you tell us exactly what happened there, and how was the rest of your race from there?
Well, it looks like I was trying to take the inside there. I started a little bit back, I think.
Mhm.
Something happened there. And I tried to take the inside in the first turn, but unfortunately I hit the curb. And I don't know if it was my fault or just a racing incident, but I hit him and he hit me, and we went.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that probably affected the whole race for you. You didn't get too far behind time wise, but you still had to go through the field, and yeah, it wasn't easy for you. You were able to crawl back to P2 again. I think,
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong, but last race in Silverstone, something similar happened to you, where you
Something like
were
that.
relegated to P6, and then you went on to win the race. I know you were hoping for something to happen at the end, maybe get P1 back, but it was still a great performance. I think you did very good, very nice racing. The
Thank you.
contact was very unfortunate, but congrats on P2, man. And finally, our P3 of the evening, Barenko.
Hello.
Hello, Barenko. So, what happened there? Was this like a master plan of sorts? You were just chilling and waiting for
Uh,
everyone else to go meet Barriar and take P3?
I would love to say that, but in reality, it was just me getting lucky with not spinning out at all and then just being consistent as all hell on every lap.
And that's good. And I was just saying to Ninja that as called it before in Silverstone, consistency seems to be way more rewarding, and I can attest to that because I'm a raw pace driver. I'm not, unfortunately, very consistent. So I've been beaten by consistency many times before, and sometimes being consistent is better than raw pace. So in the long run, it can benefit you, and you proved it today here because you were able to just keep it on track. Being lucky is also part of the game. It's racing, and if you factor in your consistency alongside that luck, you were able to get P3 because of that. So you stayed out of trouble, kept your nose clean, head down, and you ended up P3. So congratulations, Marenko.
Thank you.
And this is it for the race today. Ninja, you want to say something? Wanna add something?
No, other than congratulations to the three of you for getting on the podium. It was a good race. I think Oulton Park is one of those technical British tracks that you have to be like on the edge all the time with. So very solid effort to get the podium, and congratulations to all three of you.
Unfortunately, my teammate made a little mistake. We were going for the podium together, but he went to wall.
Ah.
Yeah. That was unfortunate of him. Yeah, I think he
Uh,
didn't even finish
yeah.
the race because he probably got some very heavy damage there. We saw the car; it was the windows and mirrors and everything all broken up. Unfortunately.
Oh, it was that
Wait.
end of the tire wall at the top of the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big hit.
Yeah.
Big hit. We seen it on stream. I think he lost 2 laps in the pit because of it. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Because he had some good pace, but yeah, sometimes those incidents happen, and yeah, that was the end of his race, unfortunately. But this is also the end of our stream, so thank you everyone for watching. You know where to go to watch more Simcade League content here on YouTube. You also have their website, simcadeleague.co.uk. And if you want to support them, that's where you have to go to find all about it. Any closing comments, Ninja?
No, we'll just all see you in Barcelona for next week.
See you in Barcelona, guys. Ta-ta.